Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Monday Huddle on the Education Lady podcast. We'll be right back with this week's segment, but as always, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. So stay with us. It's only going to be 3 minutes. These are all companies that I used. You should be using them too. And after the podcast, go and visit these sponsors. You're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to say thanks to Home Campus. Home Campus is a platform you're going to use every single day, scheduling rosters, your student athlete eligibility and clearance. I'm telling you, the platform is a game changer. Go to homecampus.com. Don't forget to mention the podcast to get started. That's homecampus.com. We also want to thank Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. My assistant AD, along with thousands of others, got his master's through the Ohio program, and while they were doing it, they also completed 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. We want to thank Athletic Surveys. Um, you probably already hear from parents, but it's probably a pretty small group. If you do a survey, you're going to be able to reach all of your parents and your student athletes, and you're probably going to be pleasantly surprised that the satisfaction rate is pretty darn high. You're still going to hear from those squeaky wheel parents, but having that survey, having all that data is really valuable, especially when you're visiting with a frustrated parent, maybe your principal or even your school board. Go to Athletic Surveys, let them help you take your athletic program from good to great. We want to say thanks to Hometown. Hometown's changing the game with their solutions that include things like digital ticketing, athletic website construction, fee-free fundraising, and a whole lot more. Whether you're an athletic director, a coach, a principal, Hometown is going to show you how to save time, raise more money, and bring your community together. Go to hometown.com to get started. We'd like to say thank you to Vital Signs Wall of Fame. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record board or your Hall of Fame, go to their website and take a look at their interactive touchscreen video consoles. You put one of their units in your gym lobby or your main school hallway, it's going to be like a magnet. Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. Check out their great products today. We want to say thanks to Gipper. Go to Gipper.com and let their team turn you into a social media marketing guru. Whether it's a simple social media post or an entire newsletter, the team at Gipper will have you up and running in no time. It's professional graphic design made easy. That's Gipper.com. We want to thank Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years. As an athletic director, I made sure we were a Huddle school, and our coaches, our student athletes, even our parents just love the Huddle platform. Go to huddle.com, join the 8 million users, and turn your school into a Huddle school. We want to thank Sideline Interactive indoor score tables and video boards. You've heard me say before, probably one of the best purchases I ever made was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com, schedule that demo today. And we want to say thanks to Snap Raise. If you've ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and been disappointed in the results, those days are gone. Go to Snap Raise. We used it at our school with our teams and had great success, and so will you. Check out their other great platforms. But if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it, and it's Snap Raise. Go to snapraise.com, and don't forget to mention the podcast. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Monday Huddle and our third section on athletic director concerns. Our first one kind of dealt with concerns from parents. Our second set of 5 episodes dealt with concerns that can come or involve student athletes. And our third section involves topics, if you will, that coaches might sometimes bring to athletic directors. Our first one, we got to circle back a little bit, and this one's going to be working with a parent concern that a coach might bring you. Let's say parent over involvement. A working title will be Partnering with Parents from Sidelines to Support. So I'm sure you've all had this experience. It's game night. You can smell the popcorn. Um, Coaches are motivating their kids on the sideline. The players are all geared up. There's nervousness, there's excitement. But before the game even kicks off, you've got a buzz in the stands. Now, some of it is certainly, good energy, but every now and then you've got that one parent that's behind the fence or behind the dugout or questioning an official's call. And even worse, giving instructions from the bleachers that contradict the coach's game plan. So um, we want to be clear and respectful. That kind of involvement, we want parent involvement. It's well meaning, but as you know, it often does more harm than good. As always, let me throw some data at you. A study from the Harvard Graduate School of Education showed that student athletes whose parents are overly involved in game strategy or even coaching or playing time decisions report significantly higher levels of stress and anxiety. The same study showed that these student athletes were also 25% more likely to quit their sport before the end of the season, in part due to their parents' over involvement. Now, it's certainly not because the parents don't want them to do well or don't love them. It's quite the opposite. Parents do love their kids and they want to help. And sometimes they just don't realize where the line is between support and interference. Here's a quick story from my archives. As a football coach, one time I had a freshman player. We're going to call him Chris. Smart kid, talented, hardworking kid. His dad, though, well, let's just say that he was very passionate about his son's playing time. Now, remember, the kid's a freshman. I remember during one game, Chris wasn't a starter, but he played a lot on special teams and he got some plays for a starter when they needed a break. I remember one time we put the starter back in and the dad started yelling. Our bleachers are very close to the sideline. Hey, he's the best one out there. Why are you sitting him down? And here's the punchline. The next day, Chris came to my office and said, Coach, can you please not tell my dad when I'm playing anymore? I just want to enjoy the game. And hearing something like that, it just breaks your heart. And what's important is that is not just my story, okay? It's a story that plays out far too often every season, every sport, across every team in the country. So as ADs, what are we doing? What should we be doing on our end? Well, I know a lot of us do preseason parent meetings, and these aren't just to go over practice schedules. They're an opportunity to share value, share your culture. Let parents know this is how we roll. We should take that opportunity to define our team's philosophy. Where winning falls into play. Yeah, we want to win, but it's not what drives us. Um, our focus is on developing character, teaching accountability, helping kids grow into responsible adults. And oh, by the way, we do our share of winning. It's a chance to talk about the 24-hour rule or your version of it for both players, coaches, and parents. We encourage them to wait till the next day. This allows emotions to settle and conversations to be more productive. You're still probably going to get that email that gets sent off at 2:30 in the morning, but have that rule in place. Um, Ways to engage with your parents. There's a ton of apps now, whether it's Band or Remind or Team Snap, and a lot of others to keep communication open. So you can let parents know when practices change or buses are late or events are canceled. These platforms help you and parents stay involved without needing to hover. Now, um, for parents, let's talk about what they can do to be a partner with you. That's one of the NIAAA's focuses is not dealing with parents, but partnering with parents. Encourage parents to support athletes, get a play, coaches get a coach. What do parents get to do? They get a cheer from the stands. I told our parents, your job is just cheer like crazy. Let your child experience the game as their own. Michael Phelps, the Olympic champion, once said, the best thing my mom ever did was let me take ownership of my swimming. She never made it about her. Also, encourage your parents to become more educated, take webinars or courses, attend leadership nights if your school offers them. Remember, we're partnering with parents. We're trying to build a tribe of adults who speak the same language that we're sharing with our student athletes. Um, Make sure you're celebrating. Attend team events. Cheer for all the teammates. Thank the coaches, even on some of those tough days. That kind of energy creates a ripple effect that's directly going to impact team morale and, oh, by the way, help the team win. Um, we all want to make sure parents know that we want what's best for their child and that we understand that's what they want too. That's not something that's up for debate. We want the child to succeed. Let parents know that you know how hard it is for them to watch their kids struggle or get less playing time. But you need to trust that your child is in the best position because the coaches are putting them in that best position. Your child's going to feel pressure when you're upset, and that doesn't inspire them, it discourages them. Okay. You're already doing the hardest part. You're there, you're showing up. Now, as a parent, take that presence and transform it into a purpose, the purpose of making sure your kid has a great experience. Let's go ahead and work together. Let's flip the script. Instead of being critics from the fence line, parents become a unified support system. Trust the coaches, embrace the program. Let your child stumble a bit because that's where the growth occurs. Allow your child to fail, knowing that the coach is there to pick them up and help them succeed at the next level. There's a saying, we're not building champions for the weekend. We're trying to build confident, resilient people for the rest of their life. In closing, when AEDs and coaches and parents partner with mutual respect, the experience for the athlete is way better. Remember, healthy parent relationships are going to reduce drama. Clear boundaries are going to support the development of that child and the program. And most importantly, your voice as an AD, used at the right time and in the right way, can be one of the greatest sources of strength for the child and for the parent. As ADs, let's coach our coaches, but let's also coach our parents. And let's continue to build something special together. As always, thanks for listening to the Educational AD. If you found this episode helpful, share it with another sports parent or coach who could use the reminder. And as always, keep showing up, keep supporting, and keep growing the game. Before we go, of course, we want to give a shout out to our great sponsors. We mentioned Snap as one of those communication tools, but let's say thanks to Gipper, Vital Signs Wall of Fame. We want to thank Huddle and Athletic Surveys. I want to say thanks to Hometown. Also want to thank Ohio University, Home Campus, and Sideline Interactive. Go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Thanks again for listening to another Monday Huddle. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.